What's up, guys? How's it going? I think my neighbor is outside. I set up right here. No, that didn't work. So, what's up? What do I want to talk about? I want to talk about life. No, I went on a really nice walk the other day, and I was thinking, like, check out that guy. This guy's coming together, it's cool. I was thinking, like, I need to go on walks more. You know what I mean? Like a walk. Walking it out, man. When shit's going crazy. When you can't make sense of anything. When your mind feels like it's running at like 1,000,000 miles per hour. The best thing you can do is take some deep breaths and walk. Genuinely. I just thought, hey, like, I should make a video about this. And I've done videos while I'm on, like, a long-ass walk. When I was home back in good old Hampton, Ontario. And, I mean, the thing that happens when you're on a walk is, I think just being in the fresh air, you're out in the fresh air, I know that helps me. You see, I mean, like, there's some weird thing. Like, I walked, down by campus. I'm in Kingston. Near all the student housing. Like, where the majority of the student housing is. And I saw people just walking, talking, hanging out in their backyards. Living life. It was chill. It was relaxed. And I said, like, I really just had a moment and thought to myself, just like, hey, all of this bullshit I'm dealing with up here is self-manufactured. I also feel like the act of walking, moving, I don't know, it takes like the pressure off of your brain a little bit. Like when I'm sitting, I'm thinking. When I'm sitting and doing nothing, I'm thinking. You know what I mean? Walking kind of, I don't know, maybe it's the motion of walking. It allows you to work through the thoughts. You know what I mean? But anyways, I was feeling like horrible. I'm stressed. I don't have a job. This one thing that is causing a lot of stress still. I wanted to spend the summer here in Kingston, you know, be on my own, make music, make art every day, right? And hopefully get a job. But now it's looking like, okay, I'm gonna start applying to jobs elsewhere. You know, there's one in Pickering. And I'd have to go live at home again. I think this act of going back and living at home for me is like, I don't want to say it, but there's shame in it. You know what I mean? But anyways, I'm stressed out about that shit, right? And it's kind of nagging on me all day. Like it manifests in my chest and stomach and shit, and it feels horrible. And I mean, you're like, Why won't this just stop? Anyways, finally, it's like 7:30, and I'm like, alright, I'm just gonna go on a walk. I grab my AirPods, and I just listen to a Kenny Wheeler album. I listen to some Bob Marley. That's new for me. I like Bob Marley. This guy there. No. And I walked for 2 hours straight. And, you know, in Apple Music, like, you can have your own files in there. So I have a bunch of files and shit in there, just demos, finished songs, partially finished songs, all, like, unreleased stuff. I was like, okay, I'll start listening to it. And at this point, I was already feeling pretty creative. I was feeling good about myself. It's like, I got this. I got life. I can do this shit, you know? And then these, like, I put my demos on, these 4 songs in order, just perfect. Like, is that one leading into the next one, which led into the next one, which led into the next one. They all gave each other context. I was like, what? Okay, there's an EP there. And I just made a playlist of those 4. It's an EP now. I need to put words and shit on it, but, yeah. Like, it's pretty cool how that just came together like that. Moral of the story, get out of the house every day. Second, go for walks. Yeah. Get out of the house every day and go for walks. Just get outside and be yourself. Yeah. See you guys. Bye.